Hello guys, in today's video I am drawing Webkinz. Now if you have not seen these before, they were very popular, I want to say at least over 10 years ago. They're like a stuffed animal that there was a code and you would enter it and then you could play with them online. And me and my sister got some for our birthday, and then after that we were just kind of obsessed, and so I decided to draw them today because they are so cute and I'm sad that they don't make them anymore. So anyway, I started drawing the picture with just some red Crayola colored pencils, and then here are the studio pens. I got these at the Dollarama recently actually. There's 3 different tips, and I think they were called some kind of liner, and what intrigued me about them was, to me, they kind of actually look like a micron pen, like similar colors to a micron, obviously slightly different in structure, but the colors and that looked very similar to micron pen. So I decided to try those, even though I already have like a million fine liner pens and I need to use them more, but I decided to buy these anyway because I wanted to test them out and see how they worked, and surprisingly they're actually quite decent. There's 3 sizes: a 0.05, a 0.1, and a 0.3, and I mostly used, I want to think the 0.1, but I can't completely remember. And so I basically just used those to outline my drawings. And then I have some Staedtler markers that I actually got at a thrift store. I love, ever since I was young, I love coloring with, I don't know what it is with markers, just because I guess the vibrance of them. However, I find now if I have multiple layers, it kind of looks, I don't know what you'd say, like streaky. So that's the only thing with those. But I need to learn more about using alcohol markers, because those are quite popular and I just don't really know how to blend well with them. Like, I could do a basic like color or something, but to blend them I need to learn more about how to do that. So anyway, these studio pens that I'm outlining with right now, surprisingly, were actually quite good once I colored over them with I have some Staedtler markers that are 2 tips, which you will see here once I am done outlining, and I used those to color in these pictures, or like these drawings of the Webkinz, and I tried to use the closest color possible to what the animal actually was. And some of the colors, because I was just using the Staedtler ones at that time, were not like super close match, but I tried to use the closest one that was possible match to it. And so some of them are slightly darker than the actual color of the animal, or possibly slightly lighter, or just the color is slightly off. But I really enjoyed drawing these. Let me know if you guys had a Webkinz when you were younger and which one you had, or if you had many, because I know me and my sister used to collect them. I don't know what it is. When you're young, you like will buy anything with your money because you can. Like, when I was younger, I bought a lot of Webkinz, and Webkinz weren't cheap like a while back. They were like $25 each, which is absolutely crazy, because to think, like, I want to think I at least had over 4 of them, and to buy just 4 is like $100. And like, think how much money I probably spent on Webkinz was probably more than that. I mean, I did get some for my birthday, but other than that, it was kind of crazy, like, how much they would charge for a stuffed animal that had a tag on it. Anyway, since then, I've actually gotten rid of most of my Webkinz that I used to have, and I'm kind of sad about that because Webkinz were so cute, and I feel like because Gans doesn't really sell them anymore, they're really hard to find at a reasonable price unless you're at a thrift store. And because I used to work at a thrift store, I actually do have one that I found there that I bought because it was just cute and I really wanted it. I really like the bear Webkinz. You see that bear I was tracing. I feel like it's not a very good representation of the bear Webkinz, but the bear Webkinz is so cute, and my sister used to have the exact black bear one, and it was named Berry, like she named it Berry. So that is what I named mine. And I also really think Google's is cute. Like Google's, I don't think I ever had an actual Google's Webkinz, but I feel like Google's is just so cute. So I had to draw him on here. Some of them I feel like were better drawings than others. But yeah, so here I am tracing over the raccoon that I had drawn. So anyway, back to the Staedtler markers. I don't know if I said this, but surprisingly, the Staedtler markers that I have, like, they're dual-sided, but they're water-based. So when I colored over the black marker, mind you, I did trace over them with the fine liner and then left it for about a day because I didn't have time until like the next day to do it. Surprisingly, it actually didn't smear. So I don't know if you were to color right after you traced it, like if it would do the same thing, like wouldn't smear. But for me, it didn't seem to smear, and so I was quite surprised. So these are actually not too bad. The only thing I noticed, I think, when I was trying to erase like the red pencil crayon outlines, is that it seemed to fade when I erased it. So you could go back over it after if you really wanted to. I left mine because it wasn't bad. Like, I could still see the black. It just seemed a little bit faded when I used my eraser. The Staedtler markers that I purchased were actually from the thrift store. I found the 36 set of those like dual tip ones that are normally like super expensive, and I think I found those ones for like maybe, I want to say like somewhere around $5 to $7, which I actually thought was super crazy. And actually a lot of them also seemed to work. Like, I don't know if I had any that didn't work. I can't remember. The ones I've used so far seem to color okay. So you can see them here. They have like this fine tip, and then the other side sometimes if I was coloring, yeah, you can see now. That's like the slightly thicker tip. That is what I used for the Webkinz coloring. The only thing I noticed with these is I would recommend, if you're using like a water-based marker, is I would go from light to dark, because as you can see here, the nose smeared a little bit, which isn't the hugest problem in the world, but I was just kind of sad that that had happened. So I'd recommend coloring like your lighter parts first and then going in with the dark. So here I was just showing the color I was using and how the cap actually does not represent the color of the marker. So I would recommend doing like a bunch of swatches first. I believe I actually have a swatch book with a bunch of different markers that I own in it. However, it's not very useful if I don't know where it is. So I just ended up coloring with whatever I thought was going to be the closest color. This color that I was using actually turned out to look more green than the brown, or I'm trying to remember what the color of the alley cat was. It was like black, orange, or maybe brown. Actually, I think that part that I colored with the green part I think was actually supposed to be kind of maybe an orange or an orangey yellow, but I ended up using that because I thought it looked close to it. So I want to go through the Webkinz I actually had, and let me know down below, guys, which Webkinz you had, if you had any, and which ones were your favorite, or also maybe if you didn't have Webkinz, what was your favorite toy as a kid? Because I think it would be really neat to hear about all the different toys from different generations. So mine probably definitely were Webkinz, because me and my sister used to play with our Webkinz and like create what we did that day. So maybe, for example, if we went to church, we would, whatever we did at church, we would recreate with the stuffies, and it was just so much fun, like when I was younger, recreating those games with my sister. So I had an alley cat that I think I actually had named Alley Cat. Like, it was a very non-original name. I believe I had the pig, but I don't know if the pig, I can't remember what I named the pig. I know I had a pug, which I named Pugsy. I have a bear now. I don't think I had a bear when I was younger, but the bear is obviously Very. What other ones? I'm trying to think. I had a white terrier that I had named Cuddles. My sister had a pink poodle, and I can't remember. I might have had a pink poodle. I think it might have been hers though. But I think she named it Rose Blossom because I think it was hers. So she had a Rose Blossom. She also had a white terrier, which was named Shimmer. I had a Webkinz that was a pink frog with hearts on it, and I actually don't remember what the name of it was. My brother, I think, had a monkey. I don't know what he named his monkey. I think it was George, actually. I think he named it George, but don't quote me on that. I don't actually fully know. Trying to think of all the animals. So I had an alley cat. I had a terrier. Oh, I used to have a lion, which I think I actually named Lioness. I think that's what it was. It was a lioness, and I named it Lioness. That, I know, very original as a kid. But anyways, I used to love like Webkinz just so much. So I'm just trying to think if there was anything else. Okay, so this, I remember now. I think I actually did have a golden retriever as well, but I don't remember what I had named it. I think I also, a while back, also had a cow, which I don't remember the name of. When my sister and I were like 10 years old, we had these dogs that were named Yapper. Like, they were ties, so they were not Webkinz, but they were ties named Yapper, and they were the cutest thing ever. We used to play with those all the time as well. They got so worn out, but if I find a picture, I'll put it in here for you guys so you can see it, and you can let me know if you guys remember those, because you can find them online. Like, you can search it and actually find what they look like online, but they're pretty hard to like find, or at least they used to be. My sister has a few schnauzers that I found at the thrift store for her, or maybe I found one of them there, or maybe she did. I don't know if she named it anything specific. or if it's just a schnauzer dog, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, so I know what kind of content that you guys like and what to make more of. If you would like to see other types of videos, I do lots of different crafts, so please check out my channel for other tutorials and videos. And if you have any suggestions of videos you'd like to see, please put them down below. And if you enjoyed my videos, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and other craft videos. I have a ton of different hobbies, so if you would like to see what other videos I post and create, you can turn on the notification bell and it will notify you every time I post a video. Also, I have another idea that I thought I would run by all of my subscribers and future subscribers. If I was just curious if any of you would like a video of me. I was thinking it would be called like Finish Project Friday, where I just work on projects that I need to finish, and maybe it'd be a live stream, or maybe it'd just be a video that you guys could watch, and then you could also work on your own projects as well. And I thought that would be a good way to motivate me to finish projects. Maybe it could be a live video, and then you guys could comment what you're working on. Let me know in the comments if you guys like that idea and you'd like to see more like that. I am also wondering if you guys like these semi-long videos, like if you guys like 30-minute videos, or you would prefer like a shorter video, or like maybe parts, like videos broken into smaller parts, because this video was really long. Like I actually had to speed it up to make it like a shorter video. But let me know if you guys prefer like watching like a real-time video, which could possibly be like over an hour long, or if you like these kind of sped up like shorter videos, or if you'd like even shorter than this would be like, I would think like a medium length video, and then like a longer one would be like an hour or longer. Or if you'd like just like shorter videos, like 5 or 10 minutes. Let me know in the comments what you guys prefer to watch. And also, if you've made it this far, please comment just a W in the comments. Like nothing else, just a W. So I know that you have watched this far into the video. I really do appreciate all you guys' support, and if you'd like to see anything else specific for me to draw, like if you want to see a specific thing that I draw, please comment down below your requests, because I might just end up drawing something that you have requested. And if I end up getting like tons of requests, I might make a jar and then like pick from the jar, and like we could start a series of different character drawings. If you guys like Disney characters, I actually have some videos on my channel as well. You can find those under playlists. I believe it was drawing cartoon characters, so those are there if you want to see those. If you have a specific character I haven't drawn and you'd like me to draw it, feel free. You could suggest like something generic, just like Disney characters, or like a very specific character, like maybe, for example, Stitch, or like I've actually drawn Stitch already, but like for example maybe like Lilo or like Rapunzel or something like that, if you're looking for a specific character I haven't drawn. And then if you have a preference of the way I draw it, you can also leave that down below, because I enjoy drawing like just on pen and paper, but I also like to draw digitally. So however you guys want me to draw it, you could comment that below. And if you don't care which way I draw it, you can just comment like what character you'd like me to draw. If you have any other like crafts or video tutorials that you'd like me to make, please also let me know of those down below. And I really do appreciate all you guys' support in my videos, just your comments, likes. It really helps me feel motivated to make more videos. And I'm really sorry this video took so long to come out. I was just so busy like working, and sometimes I just want to make a voiceover, but it takes me a bit to find a time where it's like quiet and where I can do it and have it be loud enough for you guys to hear. So yeah, that is basically today's video. This poodle down here is actually a pink poodle. This is the one I was talking about that my sister used to have that was called Rose Blossom. And I didn't have the lion that you see above the poodle, but I did have the lioness. I did not have this horse specifically, but I had another one that I believe had, I think, a white marking on its face as well. And I think I named it Coco. And it was like a little Webkinz, because they had like littler Webkinz and then like a bigger Webkinz. I think mine was Coco, and I think my sister had one. I want to think it was named Brownie, but I'm not entirely sure. Hers was like the bigger one for like that kind of Webkinz. Oh, also, just to bring back more memories, if you guys have a specific game that you enjoyed in Webkinz, please also comment that down below. I would love to know what your favorite game was in Webkinz. Like, you know how there was like the little mini games or whatever that you could play. Let me know what your favorite game was, because there's a few that I remember, but not like tons of them. Like, I remember there was like a switcheroo game. I'm trying to remember what the little character was from the switcheroo game. I haven't played it in so long, so I don't remember, but yeah. And if there's any Webkinz on here that I haven't drawn and you guys would like to see me draw those, I would love to draw more Webkinz. So if you have suggestions of Webkinz, you can definitely leave those below. You can comment more than one, and I can do another page full of Webkinz, because this was so fun to do, especially because Webkinz were like probably one of my favorite childhood things. Like, my sister and I had like a lot of different toys, but stuffies were probably our most played with toy, and so it's nostalgic and it brings back memories. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a lovely day. Bye.